Hello and welcome back to Recon mode. Well, actually Recon mode has ended by the time you're watching this video. But we had another, this time Recon mode lasted for 2 weeks rather than just one. And we had 6 new maps rather than just 3. However, the 3 other maps were actually old Recon mode maps that were just slightly changed from last year. Those were Canyon, that's the desert map, Airship Factory, that's the winter map with the big airship factory, and Far East, which is one of the airfield maps, with like the big long airstrip along the middle of the map. And we had 3 brand new maps, this being one of them. It's called Anykeyyevka. And there's also Aquila and Klostertal. This one being my favorite, because I like big boxy side-scraping heavy tanks, and this one has corners for just that type of tank. So let's put the E100 to use, and like I was doing with the E75 last year, I'm using this opportunity to try and get my 3rd mark of excellency. So gold spam is on. So quick note about this map. This 277 was heading up here where you see this locomotive. That's this corner here on the map. That's a pretty good dominating position to take if you're fast enough to get up there before getting farmed, and if you got a good turret to work that position with. That 277 is fast, but it was not quite fast enough, because this was not my first time playing this map, and I knew where to go. And from this position you can get at least 1, maybe 2 hits on enemies crossing that way. So the Super Conqueror is held down. That's a dangerous customer, but he's got some kind of like elevation thing going on, so that like I get a better angle on his turret based on the position he's taking. So normally that little commander's cupola thing on the Super Conqueror is very hard to hit and pen. See there, I bounced. But something about the angle made it a little bit easier than normal. Can I get one more hit on this 277? It's doing a decent job, like kind of side scraping. Maybe reverse side scraping would be better, but that's a tricky thing to do. I don't find it very easy myself. So our team is taking the north. I accidentally hit the Windows key there. I hope it didn't mess up my recording. So yeah, we're taking the north. We are still fighting here down in the city. So the Super Conqueror and I trade 1 for 1. That's in my favor. It's not ideal, but it's in my favor because I do more damage than he does, and I had more hit points. So E4 comes out. He tries to trade 1 for 1. That would not be in my favor, so I avoid the hit. He just fired. His reload is longer than mine. And he moves his gun into my face just in time. And he puts 1 into me. That's definitely not ideal. So let's go for the cupola. Did he think I was the one who fired? Well, he takes out the FV. And now he's reloading. Let's go for the cupola. E75 puts one into me. That's okay. I had the hit points to soak it up. This is now just in pure damage farming mode because we're already winning quite bigly. So, nope, you cannot penetrate my turret at that angle, Mr. E75. So now, the E75 is... oh, not quite dead. But he's about to be. And the Bisante, he's dead. And that's a quick game on Anykeyyevka. That's an ace tanker and more than 8,000 combined. At this point, I think I was like 92%, maybe 91% on my Mark of Excellency. I need to get it up to 95. Not quite there, by the way. But yeah, I actually have this this mod that shows me live what kind of percentage I am at, kind of like a Mark of Excellency tracker. It for some reason it doesn't work in the replays. That's a little bit annoying, but yeah. So that's a pleasant stroll through Anykeyyevka. But oh, I hear you say, but that was a very good matchup. And you were just slaughtering noobs. Well, let's try and kill some more powerful tanks. All right, another game on Anykeyyevka. This was actually the game right after the last one, and yes, I do love this map. And well, it's still a tier 10 to tier 8 matchup, so it's not too terrible. But look at these two guys here, two 279Es on the enemy team in a platoon. So does that mean my Mo is gonna drop? Because I'm just gonna be farmed by those two guys in their very powerful reward tanks. Well, let's see about that. I still maintain that the E75 is one of, if not the most powerful tanks in the game, in like a side scraping situation like we do get on this map here. So that's the first 279E crosses. And the IS-7 puts one into him, and I get one more into him. That's a low roll, but it's a hit. And we have a light tank with us here. And he did make it up to that position with the locomotive, and that's quite annoying. So I'm requesting fire, hoping artillery has a shot on him. There's not really much I can do against a 279E in that kind of situation, other than just keep him lit for artillery. Especially not when he like gets to wedge his upper plate up like this. Didn't even hit. And he can pen my my turret with his heat. So let's not try to play that game with that guy. There are luckily other ways to push on this map. So let's try that. I foolishly lost what is it, like 1500 maybe hit points to that guy. And snap, he's dead. And the IS-7 says thank you, but we have one more 279E to take care of, and he's running. He bounces, I bounces. And the I-7 misses, so he gets away. I was preparing for like a side-scraping fight with that guy, but I didn't know he was gonna run. So, artillery gets one into me. I instantly fix. And put one into him before he gets to run away. 268 puts a big one into him. I'm like, please Mr. Tiger 2, let me go first. 2790 takes out the 268. IS-7 puts it on fire. And up close like that, his armor doesn't really matter, because the E100 is taller than the 279E. So that means I get to like fire down on his upper plate. And if you're spamming gold, like I am, his plate really doesn't hold up to my 311 millimeters of penetration, which is not great for a tier 10, but it's not completely terrible either. And with that extra angle you get for being taller, it works. So I'm at 708 hit points, and so I am a one-shot for the Grillet. Which was last spotted here. But where is he now? He's not there anymore, I think. Because the I-7 didn't spot him. So he might be in the woods up ahead, where the Indian Panzer was last seen. I'm spotted. Back down while angling my turret. In anticipation of that 150mm heat shell. But that was not it, that was just the Indian Panzer. So blind shot into the bushes. And there's the Grillet. And I think he was the one who just fired. And I missed because that was a terribly aimed shot. But he fired and is reloading for a little while. So I can push up. It's not my intention to cap, not with those guys sitting up there. And he actually got a hit on me, but it didn't pen. So I switched to the regular rounds because neither of these guys have a lot of armor. So it would just be wasting credits to fire premium. So bush down. Up there behind that artillery. That's probably the Indian Panzer. It's not a big threat. I'm just gonna keep focused on the Grillet. While slowly getting up here. Not quite gun depression. Enough gun depression. I don't get the kill shot, but I did get the spotting assist. I get a juicy hit in on the Indian Panzer. And that was actually a bounce. Can I get the ram? No, too sluggish. So, and yeah, there it's pretty much over. The last guy is up at the corner. I'm not gonna get to him. Well, that was a decent result. And 2 kills on the two 279Es. So, yeah. Oh, okay. That was a bit of a steamroll. Let's watch a closer game. I didn't save the post game stats on this match, but it was quite good. But yeah, let's watch a closer game. All right, back again on Anykeyyevka. This was actually a couple of days before the last 2 games. And this is an old tier 10 match. And as I said, this is going to be a little bit closer than the last 2. So, once again, going into the city. And at this point, I'm not sure if I had completely learned how to play this this map, because it was a couple of days before the last two. And yeah, let's get ready here. I've got standard AP loaded. Aimed a little bit too low on that 780. That's the new tank that you can get from that event thing. It's got quite a weird like shape on the hull. That one hit though. Good high roll. But yeah, it's got quite a weird shape on the hull. Like the hull starts a lot higher up than you would expect. And that's another good hit on the 780. He put one into me, I put one into him. We both do 530 on average, so I got a lucky high roll, he got an unlucky low roll. And the E100 does have more hit points to soak up those hits to begin with. Ah, that was a lucky hit. And another good high roll. It looked like it would have missed, but it's like World of Tanks has this weird way to compensate for ping. And because I've got what 130 ping, it does look weird like that sometimes, but I've gotten used to it. Well, that 780 up here was not quite ready for it, and I go for the HE, hoping he's gonna poke out again. And maybe I can take what's left of his hit points with a lucky splash. So we've taken the like locomotive position here. But I still don't really feel like pushing up. He puts one into me and he comes out. Oh, I didn't quite splash hard enough. And I think I angled too much, so he got to penetrate me. So is he gonna come out again? And here I'm telling Artie to try and splash him because he's on very low health. And it's quite a deadlock here, and it's a deadlock up on the hill as well. So now I just want to wait for that guy to show himself so I can kill him. So I don't get shot in the flank when pushing up. That's too far. I'm trying to guide artillery to fire a blind shot. I don't think Artie has his map settings correct. I don't think he's like, for some reason it's not the default, but you can see here it shows where the last spotted location of the enemy is. And Artie might not have that enabled. So let's see if artillery can get a good blind hit on that 780. He's behind the house, but a good splash from a T-92. There we go. He's dead. And affirmative. So E100 and I put one into each other. Not completely ideal because I'm not that healthy anymore. I'm just waiting for him to straighten out that turret. I did not mean to auto-aim there. And there we go, another hit. And tuck in for cover. And another hit on the E100. So now let's push up with the rest of the team and clear out the city fast so we can get back to defend our base. Because the enemy has won the hill. And they're pushing down to capture. Okay, he's dead. Now, it's showing us as being way down on hit points, but we don't know the health of these guys because they've been out of render. It's 11-11, so at least it's even at number of tanks. Well, it's not even anymore because they just killed our artillery. I'm just looking around, and the two other tanks are not that healthy anymore either. So, bounce one hit from the Stridswagen 103. Caffeine. We're gonna see more of him later. So, STB-1 got whopped hard by the one of the 780s. And I got whacked by artillery. And it's the Batchat artillery which can reload. Which has an autoloader. I think it's got 3 rounds. So, enemy 780 showed up here. He's not my immediate concern right now. Need to kill this this STB-1. And there he is on 33 hit points. He's dead. That's Stridswagen 103. Fire on the move. Get into cover because now I'm a one-shot. Our 780 kills the enemy 780. So it's now 3 against 2. But we are all one-shots. And the Stridswagen got away. He's much faster and a lot more stealthier than I am. And there's also artillery somewhere. He's also quite fast, so who knows where he might be now. I think he's reloading somewhere. And there's the artillery. Ah, not quite a hit. But there's the Stridswagen. He's engaging our 780. He's a one-shot. Ah, it's a crit, but not a damage. But he takes out our 780. And here's artillery. Let's make up for that last miss. Yes, he's out. So now it's me and the 780 versus the Stridswagen 103. We are both one-shots, and the enemy is also a one-shot. But yeah, we got more hit points than he does, but it doesn't really matter that much, because a pen is gonna kill us anyway. And he has the stealth, he has probably the vision as well. So he's actually at a pretty big advantage. So we gotta try and go at him both at once. Even though he's got a very good rate of fire. The Stridswagen 103B has a very good DPM. And yeah, this is awkward. I'm just trying to figure out where he might be. Okay, he asked, well, have you been lit? I thought he asked, have you been hit? But no, I got spotted. So that's actually exactly what he was asking for. But okay. Okay. So, figure out he's up there somewhere. And ping the map, 780 says affirmative. The 780 has a pretty good turret, so if he can make use of those little like depressions in the terrain, he might bounce around or two, but no. The Stridswagen was ready for him. He hits me and bounces. I fire blind. I've gone to HE now because, well, the Stridswagen is very low on health. And hopefully my HE will actually work to take out this low health enemy. Unlike what happened versus the enemy 780 previously. And our 780 says we're too much disadvantage to that thing. Because, yeah, we are one-shots and we don't quite have the view range. And we definitely do not have the camo. At least I don't. Not in an E100. It's a big, big box. And less than 2 minutes remaining of the game. I do not want to draw this out. The draw is just a loss. And there's this. He got away. And I've not been up to this part of the map much, because I've mainly been playing my boxy heavy tanks. 780 suggests that route, which I didn't actually know about, but let's try it out. Let's see if it works. And yeah, zoom out, and it seems drivable. And drag my slow ass up here. There's the Stridswagen. One chance, and got it. And triumphantly raise my gun to the sky. So that was close. And even got a GG message from the Stridswagen post game. That's always nice. So yeah, that's 3 games on the new map Anykeyyevka. Didn't got to show you much of the like northeastern flank of the map. But it's, you know, it's decent medium tank terrain. I'm gonna see if I can find some interesting replays from the other 2 new maps, Aquila and Klostertal. I couldn't find any saved screenshots from any post-game results there, so I just have to look through some of them, I guess, and see if I find something interesting. So, goodbye and take care.